Yo guys, and welcome to this video. Today we're playing a parkour spiral, but as you can read on my title, this is gonna be a little bit more serious video where I talk about the current topic that's been popular for a long time, which is, as you guys know, how do I do this? Oh, I'm playing, but I will mostly be speaking. But as you know, the current topic that's been going around is this thing about Roblox and these predators on Roblox, which is a disgusting thing where adult people try to get young kids to send them explicit photos or even meet up in worst cases, which is something disgusting and shouldn't happen. But the question becomes now, like, what is the problem with this? Like, not that they're doing it, but how Roblox has responded, and how I think some of the things they have done is actually good, and some of the things they have done are actually bad. But let's start at the beginning, which is basically the entire thing started with this YouTuber. I don't remember his name, being very famous. I think he was the biggest Roblox YouTuber at the time, or it still is. He basically made a video saying that he won't play Roblox anymore until Roblox take this problem serious, and that's because there was coming out allegation about Roblox not actually banning the people who were doing the predatory things, but the people who were trying to catch them, which was seen as something weird because, you know, you can say yes that they, in a way, that maybe they shouldn't be doing that, but in a different way you're punishing the wrong person for doing the right thing. Like, they were going on a game known as Neighbors, where you can speak with each other and basically saying to them like, "Ooh, I'm 15," and then if like a man says like, "I still want your Snapchat," or a girl says, "I still want your Snapchat," then they basically cut them and exposed them to the world. But apparently Roblox didn't like that very much, so they banned them instead of banning the people who were like actually looking for 15 or 16-year-old kids, or even, and we're talking also like down to 7 and 6-year-old kids being you know like after being after, which is crazy. So this YouTuber made this video saying he won't play Roblox anymore and support this as long as they're continuing to to not making any progress. And then Roblox responded by saying, you know what, let's make a difference. But the way they did it was pretty bad because basically what they did was oh, they separated people into different age group. Meaning, I think if you were 12 and there, this is hard. If you were 12 years or younger, you will not be able to communicate with anybody who's above that age. And then they made a group for like 12 to 17-year olds, I think, or 13 to 17-year olds, and they will not be able to communicate with the younger people or with the older people. But this made a lot of people mad because not only did it was like made it impossible for people who had verified their age to pay with the younger siblings or the parents to look out for their kids, but it also because it's not hard to verify yourself as a 12-year-old kid. Like, suddenly a lot of people were selling their account if they were verified, which is kind of disgusting. But oh, I'm so tired. Which is extreme. Oh, I can't do this. Which is extremely disgusting and shouldn't have happened. Okay, I just had to look at how you do that, which shouldn't have happened, but basically a lot of people start selling them, and these groomers, the moment they buy them, they basically get access to talking to young kids without any adults being able to protect them or seeing it happening in the comments, where it mostly start, because they're gonna start by becoming friends with you in the comments, saying, "Oh, that's cool" and stuff like that. But and that was a horrible idea Roblox made, which made a lot of people very, very mad, which is understandable. And now Roblox has changed a lot of things, like it's impossible to like communicate and. Oh, 2 seconds. It's also like impossible to how can I say? It's now impossible to have chat if you're even under 12-year-olds, I think, or 10-year-old, which is kind of crazy because then many people were complaining about it removing nostalgia moments and, funny kids moment on Roblox, which is understandable to a certain extent. But in my opinion, if you look at the wider problem, something needed to happen, and I think Roblox did the right thing to some extent. The problem is that many people are only blaming Roblox for this, while I think the problem is a lot more extreme. Because as you said, this thing about, your kids getting you know, predated against. It's just horrible and should never ever happen to anybody. I think we can all agree on that. But the thing is that like it's not that hard to protect your kids on Roblox. Like I have a little brother, and I allow him to play, as you know, it's called Roblox. But the thing I do is I have parental control on his. So like if I just spend like 5 to 10 minutes every day making sure he's not talking to weird people, blocking people he should not be adding and stuff like that, and talking to him and saying like you shouldn't be doing this, then it becomes very easy to make sure he doesn't do anything, you know, he doesn't get groomed on the app, which is something I never want for my little brother, but it's something that sadly happens a lot. So yeah, so like if parents actually just took like, and the reason I bring up this issue is because I saw some people from my little brother's school who do not want the kids to play Roblox or watch them play Roblox, which is completely fair because you know you have a right to that. You know what I mean? Like it's your child and you have a right to what they can, you know, watch and do. But but like basically it's like, and they say the unsafety of Roblox, which is the unsafety of Roblox is mostly because we have like no, let me make sure I say this. The people who are doing this should get punished accordingly. Like if you are a predator, I think you should spend the rest of your life in jail, where you belong. But like if you're a parent and you're putting and if you're not protecting your kid by letting them play this game, or if you're like saying, oh, Roblox is not, is very dangerous. No, Roblox is not very dangerous. It's like if you just protect your kid right and make sure to have parental control, it's very easy. Like, can I say, I will say some of the things that parental control does, which is, for example, you can block anybody who you don't want to you have kids be friends with. You can deny friend requests if you don't want them. Well, I already completed it. Uh, you can also basically how can I say this? Make you can completely remove chat, so your child cannot see anybody in chat, which is kind of crazy and weird. No, I'm kind of getting thrown off. I mean, it's kind of good, and it's a very good idea because basically, if nobody can, if you want your kid, if your kid wants to play Roblox, then you can let them by just giving them, you know, this thing. Can I restart or something? Basically, by giving them, you know, control and be able, you can also block games. So if you don't want your kids to play these brain rot games, which I'm kind of fine with my little brother playing, then you can do that. But the entire idea is just making sure that your kid like knows he's safe, if you know what I mean. But that was just that for today's video. I feel like that was an important topic I needed to talk about.